So I'm at Das Haus. It's a new car culture meeting point here in Bangkok, Thailand. This has become a real hub for drivers, cars and coffee events, and really a display of the Thailand car culture. Now, it is a spectacular place. We're hoping to get coffee and something to drink here as we're running around between cars and coffee events and other events as we go throughout the day. They've got a collection of cars out here in the car park. Going to take a wander around and see what this place is like. Got given a bit of a tip to come here by Ten, who runs Das Treffen, so hopefully we'll see some really nice... There's a collection of lovely Aston Martins over there. Sorry, I'm distracted. Let's go to the cars. Before we head over to the Aston Martins, got a Ford Cortina. Look at flared gold wheels, the CB's on the front. I wonder if somebody's actually driven this down here today. A bloody warm day. That's going to be tough. Racing seats. Oh, look. Wow, what a car. Love how it's sat on the gold wheels as well. That's a bit special. Again, I'm going to ignore the Aston Martins a moment because we've got an air-cooled Beetle down here. Boys are hanging around this like bees around a honey pot. So an original oval window Beetle sat here. Swan necks. It looks like it's got the original number plate on the back. Wow, sat on BRMs, loads of decals down the side, as with any air-cooled VW. Great stance on it, and look at the interior. Nice driving gloves as well over there. Oval window has got the original marking in the glass. And that there might be the original number plate when it was first registered. We might be converting Brendan as well. He seems to be converting to an air-cooled scene. Get rid of his Cayman and eventually get a real Porsche. Pop through the rag top and in through the top. Very cool to see the collection of cars all together at Das Haus. This is about driving them, not just keeping them stored away in a garage. This looks like an Aston Martin club meet. I don't know if we can pick some of our favourites, but this is the F1 edition. There it is on the side. Oh, it's even got the F1 edition on the centre console there. Beautiful colour on these. Absolutely beautiful. Silver, almost like a silver metallic crown. That's really nice. Roof down and a day for it. MC20 Maserati. Don't see many of these around. Loving the matte black on the Aston Martin, but what I really like is that red number plate. That is cool. Just against the matte black, it gives it that kind of vampire stealth feel. That's a big car in a big colour. It must be a bit of a mix with the Aston Martin club and the Maserati club. We've not really organised anything to turn up here, so it was a bit like off the cuff to see who was going to be here and see what was going on. Had no idea if the Aston Martin or if the Maserati club was going to be here. We were just kind of wandering around and taking in as much as we can of Thailand while we're here. Really pleased we stopped by because this is a brilliant spot. I think we're going to have a look inside because there might be some Porsches in there. Acid Green GT3. It's actually really nice in here because the air conditioning's on. Carrera. That's a bit special. Like the ducktail on that. Just kind of bumbling in and just finding a collection of Porsches wherever we go. Now I'm hoping that the panning of the lights is working okay because at the moment I've got lines going up and down the screen.
Nope.
But this is a Carrera RS. I definitely undersold this as I was just wandering around it. Great colours inside. The lads are on the merch train. I think one extra suitcase may have been an underestimation. We're going to get t-shirts for days here. Porsche 911 3.2 Speedster. These are always a little bit interesting. Interest kind of fluctuates up and down with these. They can be really popular 1 minute and then nobody likes them the next minute. I don't know, they just sometimes look a little bit funny with the roof on. Of course, the twin humps is absolutely fantastic. Unique thing here about these is they don't have an A-pillar here, so when this is down, you really need to be careful about when you stood next to it, perhaps at a cars and coffee event, because you don't want to lean on the windscreen because it's got no support, so they kind of wobble a little bit. 993 turbo, one of my favorite cars at the moment. What a beautiful example, and it's got the body colored matching seats in the back there. Wow. Yellow seat belts as well, yellow calipers, gorgeous. Porsche 964 turbo. Got some really great examples in here. I am so pleased we turned up here. What an amazing venue, and this space must be great when they run events here. Ferrari sat over there, we've got Mazda, we've got a Nissan Fairlady Z over there as well. Of course, the boys are shopping, and then behind us, another Aston Martin. Snuck up the top to have a quick look, see what it looks like from up here. That is absolutely amazing. Look at that space. Might just wander down here and just sit behind that 3.6. Yeah, we're all a little bit distracted at the moment with a turbo speedster, a genuine RS over there, and the acid green GT3. It's just an amazing lineup. Just blown away by what we're bumping into. A GT3 Touring has turned up while we were just inside. And then a Nissan GTR. Just wandering around the back of Das Haus, and there's just some art. Just getting a little bit cultured with the automotive art. The snail is really cool with a helmet on the back. Bugs and robot dogs. And then a cone monster, a parking cone monster. Don't film Maseratis on the channel very often, but there's some really nice examples here today. Now I can't get a very good view of this because it's parked right next to the Maserati there, but Miami blue, and they're doing that particularly well here in Thailand. But there we go, that is the view we were looking for. That is slammed on what looks like a set of ABT wheels. It's airbagged, this thing. Red interior. Wow, look how low that is. Holy. Carbon on it everywhere. They are forged wheels. 981 slammed right to the ground. That might have achieved status of car of the day. Look at that thing. That's absolutely brilliant. Slammed to the ground. The Escort and the GT3 are going, the Touring. Listen to the exhaust on that thing. If that's not straight pipe, I don't know what is. Wow. Well done. Leyland Mini as well. How cool is that thing? Lovely colour. GT as well. Very cool. Love an old Mini. 1275 GT. Absolutely gorgeous car. The boys have been distracted by a BMW M Series of some description. The lad there is the operations manager here at Das Haus. We're just kind of getting distracted by it. Lovely setup on the inside. I'm not really a BMW fan, but the boys seem really impressed by it. Apparently, they were really impressed by this, but I've just got no idea. Well, that's it. This is the first time I've actually bought some merch as well, but won't be the last time on this trip. If you're in Bangkok and Thailand, get to Das Haus. Absolutely brilliant. Just a real hub and a meeting point for the car culture here in Thailand and Bangkok. As we've seen, we've turned up on a random day and there's a great collection of cars here. Slammed Porsches on air ride to original RS cars, a Mini, a Beetle, a Maserati Club have been here, as well as the Aston Martin Club. Absolutely brilliant. And we've just turned up here randomly with no plan at all.